6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. Caretaker Prime Minister has directed to immediately prepare a strategy for establishment of an integrated transit trade management system. The Senate, in a unanimous resolution, has recommended severe punishment for all those found involved in malicious propaganda against armed forces and other security agencies. Election Commission of Pakistan has published initial lists of candidates for General Elections 2024 whose nomination papers have been accepted. Pakistan and India today exchanged lists of nuclear installations and facilities through diplomatic channels. President and caretaker Prime Minister on the occasion of New Year have urged the international community to take urgent steps to stop genocide in Gaza. 6 Palestinians were martyred in an Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza today. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has directed the authorities concerned to immediately prepare a strategy establishment of an integrated transit trade management system. Chairing a meeting in Islamabad today regarding Afghan transit trade and to prevent smuggling, he also instructed to take effective measures to improve tracking system for Afghan transit trade. He directed the authorities concerned to ensure intelligence clearance prior to appointment of any officer on sensitive posts of customs. Anwarul Haq Kakar issued directives to the Chief Secretary Balochistan to change all the administrative machinery of Chahi district for showing negligence in prevention of smuggling. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has directed to ensure availability of urea fertilizer for farmers across the country with ease and convenience. He issued these directives while presiding over a meeting in Islamabad today regarding availability of urea in the country. The Prime Minister directed to initiate legal action against elements involved in hoarding of fertilizer and its illegal profiteering. He categorically stated that the government will not spare those who exploit farmers by hoarding fertilizer. He directed to make vigilance on supply and demand of urea. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar visited Business Facilitation Centre in Lahore today. On this occasion, the Prime Minister said that all facilities have been provided to business community under one roof at these centres. He commended the measures taken by the Punjab government to promote business activities in the province. Anwarul Haq Kakar said that the federal government will provide all-out facilities for the promotion of businesses in the country. The Senate today passed a unanimous resolution recommending severe punishment for all those found involved in negative and malicious propaganda against the armed forces and other security agencies of Pakistan. The resolution, moved by Senator Bahram Khan Tangi, further recommended that anyone involved in such crime should be disqualified for 10 years to hold any public office. The House acknowledged that strong army and other security agencies are indispensable for the defense of the country, especially in view of the hostile neighborhood. The Election Commission of Pakistan has published initial lists of the candidates of national and 4 provincial assemblies whose nomination papers have been accepted. According to a press release issued by the ECP, the nomination papers of 22,711 candidates have been accepted on general seats of the national and 4 provincial assemblies seats. A total of 25,951 candidates had filed their nomination papers to contest the elections. Nomination papers of 3,245 have been rejected. Caretaker Minister for Tourism Wasi Shah has said that in the year 2023, Pakistan saw a 115% increase in foreign tourists and country earned $1.3 billion revenue. Talking to a news channel, the minister said according to the World Tourism Barometer published by the World Tourism Organization of the United Nations, Pakistan made a remarkable 92% recovery to pre-pandemic levels in 2023. The minister hoped that the year 2024 will bring more tourist travel landscape in the country. Pakistan has dispatched third consignment of 20 tons of relief goods for oppressed Palestinians in Gaza in besieged Gaza enclave. The consignment of relief goods was sent from Noor Khan Air Base by a special flight of Pakistan Air Force. According to details, Pakistan takes the lead in helping innocent Palestinian brothers and sisters. The third aid consignment contains about 20 tons of essential items, including surgical, medical supplies, dry food items, and gift bags for children as well as hygiene kits. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi and caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar, in their messages on the occasion of New Year, have urged the international community to take urgent steps to stop genocide in Gaza and work for just and lasting peace in Palestine. In his message, the President said at the beginning of the new year, we should not forget our brothers and sisters in Palestine who continue to face the brutal and barbaric attacks at the hands of the Israeli forces. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar, in his message, expressed government's resolve to make Pakistan a hub of development and prosperity in the new year. He also pointed out that 2023 was a year marked by the violence and aggression of the Israeli forces against the innocent people of Gaza. Pakistan and India today exchanged the lists of nuclear installations and facilities through diplomatic channels. According to Foreign Office, the agreement on prohibition of attacks against nuclear installations and facilities between Pakistan and India inter alia provides that both countries shall inform each other of the nuclear installations and facilities falling within its definition on 1st January of each calendar year. Signed on 31st of December 1988, the agreement entered into force on 27th of January 1991. Simultaneously, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs also handed over the list of India's nuclear installations and facilities to a representative of the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi. Similarly, Pakistan and India exchanged the lists of prisoners in each other's custody today as per the Consular Access Agreement of 2008. Under the agreement, both countries are required to exchange the lists of prisoners in each other's custody on 1st January and 1st July every year. Like so many other years in the past, the year 2023 has also ended without seeing an end to brutalities on innocent people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 120 Kashmiris, including 4 women, during the past year. 41 of the martyrs were killed in fake encounters and custody. Indian forces destroyed 13 residential houses and structures. At least 107 people were injured due to use of brute force, while 3,610, including Hurriyat leaders and activists, were arrested during search operations. The occupation authorities did not allow people to offer Friday prayers for 11 times at the historic Jamia Masjid in Srinagar. The report maintained that over 4,000 people remained imprisoned in different jails of Kashmir and India under black laws. In the month of December 2023 alone, 7 Kashmiris were martyred, including 3 of them in custody. At least 6 Palestinians were martyred in an Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza today. 3 Palestinians were martyred and several injured in Israeli airstrike on a residential building in Maghazi camp. Thousands of Palestinians marked the New Year's night with a massive rally in Ramallah city in solidarity with the people of Gaza Strip. Participants of the rally were holding pictures of the Palestinians martyred in the relentless Israeli bombardment and chanted slogans denouncing the crimes of the Israeli occupation and its ongoing massacres against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip. They urged the international community to intervene urgently to stop the genocide and provide protection to the Palestinian people. Japan has issued tsunami alerts urging people to evacuate coastal areas after a series of strong tremors hit its western coastline. The Japan Meteorological Agency has reported quakes off the coast of Ishikawa and nearby prefectures, one with a preliminary magnitude of 7.6. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold in northern parts and North Balochistan during next 12 hours. Dense fog is likely to persist in plain areas of Punjab. Fog is likely in Upper Sindh and plain areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during